Okay, so I know what you're thinking. You just bought all of your furniture and now you have to get your room put together with those accessories. You're wondering, okay, how am I going to afford to do this? Well, I'm here to show you a couple tricks of the trade. So I'm Monique Thornock and I'm the design manager here at Furniture Fair. I have over 30 years experience in helping people accessorize their home and making their rooms look just right. So I'm here to show you a few tips of the trade. What we're going to cover today is what is a cost-effective way of decorating your home? What are cost-effective ways of doing a whole bunch of accessories? So you know you need a rug, you know you need lamps, you know you need wall art, but you just spent all this money on a whole bunch of furniture. So now where do you go? Some people will want to do it really cost-effective and do a little DIY projects or go find those hidden treasures, and others want it as easy as possible to just come in and have somebody do it for them. And I'll talk about both. So rugs are the artwork for the floor. That's how you need to think of them. You can do it very inexpensively by getting man-made rugs. So they aren't going to be your thousands of dollars hand-knotted wool rugs. You don't have to go that far. You can keep it into a polypropylene or a nylon or an olefin rug and buy a nice 8x10 rug for under $1,000. The other thing is you can always go to secondhand stores. People who buy really expensive rugs, guess what? They want to change their room every so often. And so if you are patient and you want to go thrift store shopping, by all means do it. You can always clean those rugs, have them professionally cleaned so you don't have to worry about old dirt and grime. But you can pick up some really good bargains that way. The last place that you can always go to, but sometimes you don't think of, is family and friends. A lot of times, family and friends, you hear, oh, they're going to be redoing their house or they're going to be moving into a new house. They may have some rugs that they don't know what to do with. They aren't going to be able to sell them at yard sales very well. So check out your friend's inventory if you know that they're moving. Let's talk about some wall art. So wall art can be very personal if you want your room to be personal. And what I mean by that is if you have favorite pieces of art, by all means, they're art. Put them up. You can always get some accent pillows or some lamps or something to tie that piece of art into your room. But if it's personal to you and you love that piece of art, use it. Don't feel like you have to go and buy the perfect piece from a store when you may already have a wonderful creation in your home. Another thing to do is go into the stores and ask to work with a designer who can maybe pull out some catalogs and find that perfect piece of art for you that you're looking for with all the right colors, with the right theme that you're going for. Once again, you can always go and shop those thrift stores. You may have to change out a frame here or two, but I know there's stores that do that. And the last thing is if you're doing family art and you're doing family portraits, and you have those great school pictures of the kids, don't hesitate with putting them on your wall. Just make them look great. So if you're a great DIYer, a couple things that you can do with wall art that you may not have thought before. But for example, you can frame record album covers that you've collected or your husband has collected over the years and make that look like a great piece of art. You can find some of those antique pieces that you love and hang them on the wall instead of setting them on the floor. So there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can make wall art, and it doesn't just have to be a picture. A couple things to keep in mind. Framing is the most expensive thing about wall art most of the time. So there's a couple ways of getting around that. Buy canvases so you don't have to frame them. If you're reframing a piece of art, you can expect to probably spend $200 to $300 on the framing and the glass. So make sure that you love the art itself before you go and spend a lot of money on framing. Now it's time for lamps. Depending on what style your room is, whether you're kind of going clean and contemporary or you're doing that French country look, whatever look you're doing, there's going to be the right lamps for that room. So furniture stores are a great place for lighting to find the right decor lamps. You can go to a discount store like your At Home or places that have lots of lamps that you choose from. They just aren't put together yet. So you're going to have to get your lamp and your shade and buy those separately. Or once again, go into Grandma's attic, especially if you're looking for those antique time period pieces. A lot of times you'll find great lamps that have a terrible shade. Okay, throw away the shade. Go buy yourself a new shade for 20, 30 bucks, and now you have a brand new lamp. Some ceramic lamps can be repainted. Some metal lamps can be repainted. So if you like the shape and the form of the lamp and it still works good, try to figure out a creative way of using it. You'd be surprised. So now you have to be a little honest with yourself. What kind of shopper are you? Because it works two ways, right? You can come into Furniture Fair, set an appointment with one of our designers, and they're gonna do all the hard work for you. You give them a budget, they're gonna work within your budget. You may not get everything done that day on that budget, but at least you're doing a work in progress. Or are you one of those people who loves the hunt, who loves to go and find things and repurpose them and upcycle them? Either way, you can always start at Furniture Fair, see what's out there, pick your main pieces, and then go find your other little pieces. But there are two ways to shop for accessories, and you have to decide how you want to do it. So just like with your furniture, have some fun, get a little creative, and go out there and let's accessorize.